Come around, everyone, or else you'll miss the performance of the world's smallest violin for me. It's true. Elden Ring is ruining my life. A life where I have aspirations to play all of these different games with my limited time, but instead, I'm on a month straight of only playing this game. In this past month, I'm unbelievably only about 66 hours into this game, and like 8 of those are just fighting Millennia. I just don't get those uninterrupted chunks of time anymore. I have work, I have a relationship to manage. I want to be a healthy individual. I want to be able to like go to the gym and make food if I need to. The pace has been so much slower than I'd like, and it's all mostly my fault. I understand that. But the game is not blameless. There is a reason I feel this way, and that same reason may actually be a legitimate problem with the game. We've all heard the tired comparisons. The game is on the open world Mount Rushmore alongside Skyrim and Breath of the Wild, and you can debate any of the others. But Elden Ring has a different philosophy and motivations because its gameplay is ultimately one note. That one glorious melodic note is combat. It is tremendous combat, and there are so many different ways it can be played and environments to play it in, and I just don't want to stop playing that note. But that doesn't change the fact that everything in this game revolves around killing enemies. Compare that to the other open worlds in Skyrim and Breath of the Wild, and it's very different. Those games offer freedom of exploration, but also expanded freedom of action. In Skyrim, quests and social dynamics are more in your face. Your number one desire could be to just go from town to town and talk to people to take whatever quests you like. And that is on top of the fighting and the dungeon crawling. Breath of the Wild has at least more of that questing flavor than Elden Ring, in my opinion, along with a larger emphasis on traversal and puzzles, opposed to combat. It feels like, opposed to other games, this open world game is not about exploring the world, it's about winning. You want to win. You want to become Elden Lord. Why wouldn't you want to? It's about either taking on these immense challenges and making it as difficult as you possibly can, or discovering ways in which you can take advantage of the game to make it more doable. Someone could go to the Lands Between and just pick flowers if they wanted to, but I feel like other games are more geared towards that type of playstyle than Elden Ring is. What I need to further explain my point is more analogies. Skyrim and Breath of the Wild are golf, a landscape that has a goal, but you might just be there to have a good time with your friends. Maybe you really like driving the cart, but you're bad at actually hitting golf balls. Hell, maybe you only want to play 9 holes. That's an option. That's fine. You still played golf at the end of the day. Elden Ring, on the other hand, is a marathon. There is one goal, and it's to run 26.2 miles. Only it allows you to have the option to run 40 miles just because. And what results is the feeling that you aren't allowed to escape this game even if you wanted to. If you don't finish the marathon, you probably shouldn't tell your friends and family that you ran a marathon, because did you? I've always thought it would be interesting to begin a new save of Breath of the Wild and see just how much of the game you could experience without touching the story at all. And I think you would still get a lot out of it. But could the same be said for Elden Ring? And if you can't say it, is that a problem? All in all, I don't really think that's a bad thing, but I can understand someone that doesn't want to play through a game that feels like you are going through this long competition of stamina. All I know is right now is that the safety pins on my number are starting to fail a bit, but they're handing me water on the side. I've beaten Millennia. I only have, how much more in this game could I have? I will be beating Elden Ring soon, and you all are going to know about it.